I am Dr. Balwan Singh Chahal, Associate Professor in the subject of English, working at Government College for Women, Karnal. I welcome you all in this series of recorded lectures under the aegis of Director General Higher Education Haryana. In this lecture, I will discuss about voices, active voice and passive voice, which is useful for all the students of undergraduate level, studying in any of the universities of Haryana. We have divided voices in two parts. In part 1, we'll discuss fundamentals and assertive sentences. Let us begin. Voice, active voice, and passive voice. Voice, narrations, transformation of sentences. All these are the applications of what we have already learned in tenses, verbs, pronoun, and prepositions. So now we will try to apply that knowledge while changing active into passive voice and passive into active voice. Actually, voice is not the part of speech. It is the application of what we have already learned. And technically speaking, what is a voice? Voice is a form of verb which shows whether something is done by the subject or to the subject. Types of voices. There are two types of voices, active voice and passive voice. In active voice, the subject is the doer, the performer of the action. For example, Ram has written a story. Here, Ram is the subject, has written is the verb, a story is an object. So here, Ram is the subject and Ram himself is the doer, the performer of the action. Which action? Action of writing. Ram himself has written a story. That's why Ram is a doer. So this sentence is in active voice. Second, passive voice. In passive voice, subject is not the doer or performer of the action, but someone else is. For example, a story has been written by Ram. Here, the subject is a story. The verb is has been written and the object is Ram. Here, the subject is a story. A story cannot be the performer, as a story cannot write a story. That's why the subject is not the doer, the performer. So this sentence is in passive voice. So one more important thing, that when stress is laid upon the performer of the actions, active voice plays its role. And when action is important, passive voice plays a better role. Some basic concepts while changing active into passive voice. Number one, in passive voice, the subject of the active voice becomes object of the preposition, and the object of active voice becomes the subject of the main verb. We will discuss in later on in details. Second one is, when we change active voice into passive voice, we use various form of verb be plus the third form of main verb. So how to use various form of be? We know that in present the form of be are, is, am, are. In past it is was, were, and in perfect it is been. So when the active voice is in present indefinite tense, we should use is, am, are plus V3 while changing it into passive. And if the active is in past indefinite, we should use was verb plus V3 in passive. And if it is future indefinite, then we should use base form of be plus V3 in passive. And if the active voice is in continuous tense, we should use being plus V3 in passive. And if it is perfect tense in active voice, then we should use been plus V3 in passive voice. And if it is modals, so we should use base form of be, that is be plus V3 in passive voice. Some more important points. These are also kept in mind while changing active into passive. Number 1, don't change the tense or the meaning of the sentence. For example, if in active voice I write, they helped me, and in passive it will become, I was helped by them. So here in both the cases, past tense has been used. So there is no change of tense. Second point is the helping verbs like do, does and did, they are not used in passive voice. Actually, they are used in active voice. Third problem is that of pronoun. If a personal pronoun is used as a subject or the object of the verb, then this will create a problem. If it is a subject, we should use nominative case. And if this personal pronoun is the object, so we should use objective case of personal pronoun. In nominative case, these are the pronoun like I, we, you, he, she, it, they. And in objective case, I will become me, we will become us, you will be as it is you, he will become him, she will become her, it will become it, the same, and that they will become them. Let us take some examples from assertive sentences. In active voice, the sentence is, I am writing a letter. In passive, it will become, a letter is being written by me. In active, I is at the subject place. I am writing is verb, a letter is object. In passive, a letter in active voice will become subject in the passive. And we will add being plus V3 because it is a present continuous tense. So it will become, a letter is being written by me. You know, in active voice, I is in nominative case. So while converting it into passive, it will become me at objective case. Let's take second example. Ramesh can speak 3 languages. Here modal is used, can is used. And we know that with modal, we will use base form of be plus V3. So in passive, it will become 3 languages can be spoken by Ramesh. Take another example. The teacher made the students write a story. Here the student is object. Write a story is object complement. The teacher is subject. Made is verb. We know there are 2 types of infinitives, 2 infinitives plus bare infinitives. So there are some verbs which takes bare infinitive with them, and those verbs are make, let, bid, help, notice, etc. So in active voice, when these verbs are used, they simply take bare infinitive with them. And when these verbs are used in passive voice, they will take 2 infinitive with them. The same case is here. In active, the teacher made the students write a story. Write a story. Write is in without 2, bare infinitive. But while in passive, it will become to write. It it will become the students were made to write a story by the teacher. So here to write is used as to infinitive, not bare one. Bare infinitive used in active voice, but to infinitive is used in passive voice. Let us take sentences with two objects. The sentence is Ram has sent Sham some messages. In this sentence, we have two objects, Sham and some messages. Sham is indirect object and some messages is direct object. Here we have verb sent. Sent is a ditransitive verb. It means it takes two objects with it. So here in this sentence, two objects are Sham and some messages. So we can change such sentences into passive by two methods. The first one is you can take indirect object as subject, and in second method you can take direct object as subject. In first method the passive will be Sham has been sent some messages by Ram, and in second method some messages have been sent to whom? To Sham by Ram. Now take another example. Mohan asked me what I had seen there. Here also we have two objects, me and what I had seen there. The second object is a clause, not a single word. So in such cases, we should take the object which is of one word, not a larger clause. So here we will take object me as subject in passive voice. So in active voice, the sentence is Mohan asked me. So it will become I was asked by Mohan, and then add the remaining clause what I had seen there. So it will become I was asked by Mohan what I had seen there. Let's now take sentences with prepositional phrase. Sentence number 1. The carpenter made a table with carved legs. Sentence number 2. The sweeper cleaned the table with utmost care. In sentence number 1, we have with carved legs, a prepositional phrase. In sentence number 2, we have prepositional phrase with utmost care. So as we know, prepositional phrase acts as an adjective or acts as an adverb. So how to decide then? Let us take again sentence number 1. In sentence number 1, we have a table with carved legs. With carved legs describe the table quality. That's why with carved legs acts as an adjective here. In sentence number 2, the sweeper cleaned the table. Cleaned the table. How did he clean the table? With utmost care. So it is the reply of how. So it acts as an adverb. So what we need to do now, in converting it into passive, the adjective should be placed very close to the noun it describes. So the passive of the first sentence is a table with carved legs. With carved legs is put close to a table. So it is a table with carved legs was made by the carpenter. But in second sentence, the passive is the table was cleaned by the sweeper. with utmost care. So this adverb with utmost care is placed at the end, same as it was in the active voice. Now take sentence number 3. They have decided that they will never tell a lie again. Here we have verb decide, and this verb has one object, and that object also a clause. So if we try to make this object, this clause, as a subject in passive voice, the sentence will look very awkward. So to avoid that, what we need to do, that we will replace this clause, this noun clause, with it as a pronoun. So the passive will become it has been decided by them. In active the sentence is they have decided. So in passive it will become it has been decided by them that they will never tell a lie. So clause is just put as it is in the end. Look at this sentence. Everyone thinks that Rakesh speaks English well. In this sentence, the object can be made the subject in the passive voice. But again, the sentence will look very awkward. So it is better to use it in place of the object of this clause. So the sentence in passive will be like, it is thought that Rakesh speaks English well. There is second method also. We have so many verbs of opinions. Think, guess, imagine, believe, suppose. So when we have these verbs in sentence, so in passive voice, we can begin the passive with that noun about whom the opinion is being given. Take again sentence number 1. Everyone thinks that Rakesh speaks English well. Here everyone thinks about whom? About whom the opinion is about Rakesh. So passive can be made which begins with Rakesh. So in second method the passive will be Rakesh is thought. Now with this add to infinitive, to speak English well. Here the logic in this sentence is that the main verb think has subject Rakesh, and to speak a non-finite verb is also has the same subject Rakesh. As we know, when a main verb is followed by a non-finite verb, then the subject of the main verb will be the subject of the non-finite. So in this way, the sentence is grammatically correct. Look at this example. Everyone thinks that Mohan spoke English well. So first method of changing it into passive is, it is thought that Mohan spoke English well. In the second method, we have used perfect infinitive. So to understand this, let us again read out the sentence. Everyone thinks that Mohan spoke English well. Here, in the main clause, the verb think is in the present tense, and in the subordinate clause, the verb spoke is in the past tense. So as we know, The action of speaking was earlier to the action of thinking, and the task which happened earlier should be written in perfect infinitive. That's why we have written to have spoken in the passive voice. So in the second matter, the passive will be Mohan is thought to have spoken English well. Now, let us take some solved questions. Here, we have some sentences in active voice along with their answers in passive voice. Sentence number 1 in active voice is I write a letter. This is a case of present indefinite tense because we have used the first form of verb. So while changing it into passive, is MR plus V3 should be used. So the passive of this sentence is a letter is written by me. Here, in active voice, a letter is the object. So in passive voice, it will become the subject. And we have to use the helping verb accordingly. So a letter is a singular noun. That's why we have used is and add V3, the third form of verb written. Then we have added the preposition by and me, because in active voice I is in the nominative case. So in passive voice it will become in objective case. So I is converted into me. Now question number 2. He wrote a good story. This is a sentence in past tense. So this sentence will become a good story was written by him. A good story was written by him. Let us take third sentence. They will solve this problem. They will solve this problem. So here it is a case of future indefinite tense. So in future indefinite, when we try to convert it into passive, so we will use the base form of be plus V3. So it will become this problem will be solved by them. Take now next sentence. Animals do not possess hands. So this is a negative case of present indefinite tense. So here the sentence will become hands are not, because it is a negative sentence, so it should be negative. Meaning should not be changed in passive voice. So it will become hands are not possessed by animals. Hands are not possessed by animals. Sentence number 5. They gave him a book. Here we have two objects, him and a book. Him is an indirect object and a book is a direct object. So two methods are there to change it into passive. But here we have used just one method, and that is by taking the direct object as subject in passive voice. So it will become a book was given to him by them. Given to him by them. So this is the solutions. Now look at these sentences. Sentence number 6, in active voice, the sentence is, everybody thought that Sohan spoke English well. So we have solved such type of question already. So here what we notice that in main clause past verb is used, and in subordinate clause is also past tense. So it is easy to convert it into passive. So the passive will be, Sohan was thought to speak English well. This is the second method of converting it. Otherwise, we have first method also, in which we can say it is thought that Sohan spoke English well. But here we have this passive by using the second method. Sentence number 7, the shepherd has lost 6 sheep. This is a case of present perfect tense. The passive will be, 6 sheep have been lost by the shepherd. 6 sheep have been lost by the shepherd. Sentence number 8, I asked Ram a question. Here we have two objects, Ram and a question. So here we will take Ram as subject in passive voice, and this is a past indefinite tense. So with Ram we have used was. The passive will be, Ram was asked a question by me. Ram was asked a question by me. Now, sentence number 9. My father was reading a novel. My father was reading a novel. This is the case of past continuous tense. So, with continuous tense, we use being plus V3. So, the passive of this sentence will be, a novel was being read by my father. A novel was being read by my father. Now, take sentence number 10. I thank you. I thank you. Here, I is subject, thank is verb, and you is object. So, thank is in present tense. So, when it is in present tense, so while changing it into passive, present indefinite tense, then what we need to do? We will use is MR plus V3. So here the object is you. So in passive it will be the subject. So you, Then with you, we have used the verb form are, you are, and thank will be converted into third form, we three. It will become thanked. You are thanked. This exercise is for students. All the students they are advised to solve this exercise at home. Thank you.